Zog zog nom dobs. It's day 3 of Orktober, and the build number 2 is already posted. Well, right now it is actually editing, but it's gonna be posted. This video gonna be out. Yeah, so we're gonna start working on. It's either gonna be a bogey or a nether of a grot tanks. Yeah, like size-wise, technically, it can probably fit as a grot tank. Give me a sec. Let me grab it better. Yep. It can probably fit as well, but we'll see. Practically, it could be a bogey. It doesn't have to be, but you know, we need to use this. I got it ages ago. It's sitting in my scrap pile for ages. So let's get rolling and build something out of it. Let's drop the orcish voice down and start building this. So I did prepare a little bit. I have this piece of spruce that I bent and I cut it to size to make a, let's just say, light bar-ish, something looking like it. So we have a super glue in here. Let's just glue it in. Of course, if there is still something in here, that's awesome. I was a bit worried they'd run out. Okay, sorry, I just need to adjust for a camera being a bit higher than usually. And come on. Oh, it's horrible. Okay. Oh, let's try again. I was expecting that from this plastic. It seems like it is super glue proofed. Okay, so we have this. Just a little bit more. And we have this lovely cracking, and we're gonna have extra welds for our build. Always good, always good. Well, I was in Poland. I actually build that. I didn't know what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah. So this is like, 8-9 months old since the last time I was in Poland. But yeah, we're gonna use it later on as a weapon. But we need to give him something to transport. So I just gonna throw those 2 big crates on the back of it. Yeah. Well, at some stage we're gonna use them as a piece of terrain as well. It's gonna happen, believe me, one day. Instead of just using them for for orcs builds, we're gonna use one of them as a piece of terrain, or maybe few, because they always end up on the orc builds. Yeah. So we're gonna use that as a weapon. We're just gonna smack it on in here. I think so. Give me a sec. I may have a different idea first. There was a mesh, so we're gonna go gasland on it, and we're just gonna smack a mesh on the front window. Sorry, I was just getting rid of some 3D printers because my nephew asked me for some, so I just packed them up for him, and I'm gonna be sending them to him this weekend. And because of that, my scissors changed position. Damn it. Do I gonna have to use the old ones? Oh. Yep, I'm gonna have to use the old ones. There we go. Let's just cut it a little bit longer. Then cut the other side because it's very frayed. Again, there we go. Yeah, we can smack that on the front window. You can see it's gonna look awesome. It's gonna add a little bit more orkiness to this build, because so far it just looks like a gasland build instead of orky build. And I ran out of super glue in this tube, but guess what? I have more. Yeah, I am actually prepared for this Orktober. Nothing gonna stop me from turning this pile of scrap into more of my wa. Yes, the wa must grow. That's the only rule of this Orktober. Well, Like, I never really use much of the rules for Orktober, but what definitely must grow. Come on, come on. There we go. So we have the front window covered, and we're gonna use this. I was first thinking it's gonna be some sort of an energy pack, or I'm gonna build something around it, but never happened. So let's put it as a weapon on this lovely little vehicle. Yep, as we're gonna be doing the vehicular carnage in 40k, so we're gonna probably do some Gorka Morka. I just need to find good rule set for this. And even if I have to do self-game, so, you know, play against myself, I gonna freaking do it. Gorka Morka is awesome. To be honest, I never played it. I seen it being played. And I loved every moment of watching it back then. And that was good 30 years ago. So yeah. Now we have this, and this. And now this is not armored enough, so we have some diamond plating and we have some plastic art of 2 different thicknesses. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do what I did a couple of times on Gasland's vehicles. Just cut multiple sizes of plates and adorn the car with a lot of the plate patches. And of course we're gonna give it some tooth front. So there we go. A lot of little patches of plastic art, and you can start patching up the original body. I don't even know that those patches gonna fit anywhere. So it is more like, you know, trying to fit something on it. And you know, those scissors that actually broke when I was trying to cut one of those tapes that you get on the boxes. So yeah, they wasn't the strongest scissors in the universe. But you know, they worked for a while. So yep, in here that's good. Next one overlapping with this. Sorry, not all of the plates want to stick very nicely, so it's gonna be quite a challenge to get that sorted this way. But let's play with it. It's a nice way of doing a little bit of mayhem and not too much of an effort, really. But eventually it's gonna look good. So, you know, it's a good technique to add details to this kind of builds. Sorry, I'm switching from my normal voice to my orcish voice, but yeah, it's just, I think that I'm a little bit too into this entire not Gasland, the orcish, you know, month. It just resonates with me as a orc builder. And I just love it. And simply, you know, having something this fun in one of the toughest times of my life, yeah, is really helping. It's making me laugh. Yeah, I was actually laughing how much I spend on orcs stuff altogether lately, and my goodness, yeah, I did splurge this year on the Orktober builds. They gonna go in the history of me as probably the biggest waste of money, as most of the pieces never used in the videos. So yeah. Let's do the back side as well. I don't even gonna be bothering with a small amount, just entire thing gonna be covered in super glue. We're gonna add 2 plates, not necessarily very straight. Then we're gonna add something on top of that, not necessarily very straight, yeah. And then of course we're gonna add something on top of those 2. It's gonna be not necessarily very straight. And of course, instead of sticking to plastic art, it's stuck to my finger, because why would that ever stuck to plastic art? You know, plastic card is not made to stick to each other. Of course, we need to put more armor plating here. And you can see that I do it very haphazardly because I'm assuming that that's what orcs would do. Well, maybe they would put a little bit more force into forcing the metal into shape, because that represents metal plates, but yeah. Now the roof. We're gonna cover it, obviously. Well, I don't know if it was obvious to everyone, but it was obvious to me because I was doing that. So yeah. So yep, next one. And actually the driver's side, we're gonna cover that part of the window as well with the little bit of plating. I don't say not driver's side, the gunner side, I meant. Yeah, so we have a little bit of orcish slash Gaslandy mayhem on that. Let's do a little bit of armoring here. There was a patch job apparently happening at some stage. There we go. Can I do anything more to don't look stupid? That's, I think, okay. The only thing I'm gonna add is a couple of pieces of that, just to have a little bit of texture. So maybe this much. We're gonna be just adding smaller pieces. This one gonna go on the hood, just in here, because I think it's gonna look good. All right. And then we're gonna put one. Where to put another one? Over the radiator. Why not? It's gonna be a big one, so we're just gonna smack it like that. It's gonna help with the armoring of the radiator. And we have two more. I can put one on the side doors, maybe covering part of the window. And I know that it doesn't look that much like orc build, yeah, by itself, because there is literally not even a single piece of Warhammer in here. But after paint job, it's probably gonna look close enough to orcish build. Oh, of course I have to put it the other way around. It's supposed to go. Lovely. There we go. Now, no, that's the Ogren head. I'm just looking at if I have anything on the desk that I want to attach to it at this point. Just give me a few seconds. I'm gonna be right back with maybe some more stuff to add.
Swinging, she said that.
So I looked at it and I figured out what it is missing. It is missing a giant smokestack. Yeah, I was thinking about drilling holes into that smokestack, but nope. I'm just gonna put a couple of patches on it, and that's gonna be as orky as drilling holes into it, and gonna save me about half an hour of time. And it is late and I want to go to bed because I haven't slept for too long last night. Yeah, because, you know, working full-time, actually almost 10 hours a day, and squeezing a video a day is a little bit hard. But I love it. I love it. I want to do it. Like, if I manage to do, you know, video creation one day full-time, I gonna be over the moon. Like, I think that every, you know, content creator dreams of being able to do that full-time. And hopefully one of those days I'm gonna reach that point when the money is not gonna be a subject anymore. They're just gonna be working, like, not working, doing my hobby and pretending it is a work. Oh, dream. Every big mega dreams of stuff like that. And just a little bit more here. I was thinking to leave it like that because it would be actually orky. But yeah. So now we want this to go backwards and we want that to go here. So we need a drop of super glue around that. And then in here and somewhere along this wall, because that's gonna be touching the car. And now, hoo-ah. Finally, we have some more orkiness into it. I was a little bit afraid that I don't gonna do it, but I did. Now this, I actually gonna use it. It is a piece of the Imperial Guard. What do you call it? Weapon battery. It's a battery guard for the ordnance, for the heavy artillery. We're just gonna put it as a extra light on the light bar. Yeah, because I really wanted to put a light bar, but I have no lights printed or anything, and I really want to roll out this video soon enough. Well, soon enough, tomorrow, but yeah. There we go. And now this Imperial teeny weeny. We're actually gonna keep the eagle. It's gonna be a looted armor plate. Yep. So we're gonna keep the Imperial Aquila. It's very heavily, done to one side, which I like. Sometimes the disbalance is perfect. Yeah, so I think that I'm done in here with the conversion. It's a fun, little and quick conversion. Now I'm just gonna go paint it up in black, and then we're gonna go with the paint job. Of course, it's gonna be either Bad Moon, or maybe this time it's gonna be red to go faster, because this seems like it has to go fast, yeah? Now we start dry brushing. So first of all, metallics. Let's work it into the bristle. And then we choose what's gonna be metallic, and of course it's gonna be the chimney. The gun. And the metal plates. The grill. I think the spoilers there should be metallic as well. So apparently the best motion for dry brushing is circular one, because it doesn't leave the what do you call it? It doesn't leave such a pronounced brush strokes. Yeah, I actually never knew about that before I started really doing that a lot. But sometimes you want the brush strokes. Sometimes they are your friend. Okay. This shield we're probably gonna paint green. So, just to allude to this, that it was stolen from the Imperial Guard. Sorry, not stolen, looted. Sorry. I use completely incorrect phrasing. Like, orcs never steal, they only loot. And now, of course, the back plates. And with all of those vehicles that you are building and having fun with, the main thing is you don't have to overcomplicate stuff. You can just do it as well as you want to. You're gonna improve with time. I'm the best proof, I probably was painting much better when I was younger. Right now I'm painting much more. So. Yeah. And now the second dry brushing. We're gonna be... Oh yeah, I forgot about those two plates. Ah, darn me. Let's try that again. Work it in. Work it in. Work it out. There we go. Hopefully Okay, not too much. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And maybe hubcaps. Well, the wheels, the inside of the wheels. There we go. There we go, and there we go. Okay, wash it off again for a second time. Dry the bristle. Get rid of the metallic paint. Flip it. White paint, yeah, in this case, layer white scar. Because that's the white paint that I have on hand. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me what brand it is, as long as I can dry brush with it. Yeah. And then we are trying to pick up the other colors. So this and all of the... It's not really dry brush, it's more of an overbrush in this situation. But let's try to avoid putting this on the metallic plate. It's gonna be hard because I did put so many plates. Actually, this light I want it to be very white, and this one as well. We're gonna be using later on a blue color to paint those lights. So let's just go and dry brush this in white. And of course I screwed up a little bit, but we can remove that with the finger. Yep. And yeah. Do I have anywhere else here? And what I... Actually, let's just go with the light bar as well. We're gonna paint it as well. Normally it probably would be metallic or, you know, chrome or whatever on the cars, but this is 40K, this is Gaslands mixed with everything else. So let's put that dry brush away because it is too big. And grab something of a smaller dimensions. Where do I have my smaller dry brush? It's hiding from me, sorry guys. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue where it is. It used to be here. Well, I'm just gonna use another brush then instead of the dry brushes. So just gonna grab this, a little bit of white. Yep. And we're gonna try to go into the smaller places where I couldn't go with that big brush. So here, yeah, I want this to be stronger highlight. So there we go, the same over here. Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a highlight on top of that light. Now here we're gonna repeat that in between here, here. So just, you know, because of this, how many plates are here, it's hard to do a normal dry brush because normally you just do all of the plates. And I want this to be, you know, fairly well done because we're gonna be painting this car red. It's gonna be a fast car. Yeah. So we need to get that good background. With the white color first. And let's do this. I know that I did paint the other ones metallic, but we're gonna make this red. And just double check around. You see, there is a surface in here that I completely missed. So let's just do this. And we're gonna leave it for 5 minutes just to dry a little bit, and then we can go with our speed paints. Bad boy have to be fast, so it needs to be red. So we're gonna be using Slaughter Red from RB Painter as a main color. And apply it liberally to the surface, yeah? I don't even know why I didn't paint that plate. I didn't dry brush that plate, but it's too late. So I'm trying to avoid spilling this color, but you know, I always gonna do it because I'm clumsy. So yeah. So any overspills we can treat as a, splashes of blood in the future probably. So this red actually turns out fairly gory after painting, so it have definitely a weird quality to it, which is nice. I like it. It's just me testing all of the Army Painter's colors, that I have. I did come across some of them that I really like, and this red, definitely if I use it up at some stage, is gonna come back to my collection. But I still try to use up on my Gaslands all of my old Games Workshop and any other brands that I have. Because I need to downsize my paint collection to about 200 colors, I guess. I would love to get the Army Painter Mega set, the big one. But at this stage of my life, I think that I spend enough money this month for some stuff, and I'm still gonna spend more, but yep. Let's go with this slowly but surely. I know that is not my normal painting style. I usually take it much faster, but sometimes you just cannot rush. And this is one of those cases where I feel if I rush, I'm gonna screw it up completely. So I'm just fairly calm and steady. Yep. And those videos, because I'm making one video a day, don't have time for fancy editing, time skips and stuff like that. Well, time skips, can be done, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip, and be back once I have all red. Once we have all of the red put down, I'm gonna use the Absolution Green to paint the Imperial Guard plate here, and then all of those boxes, because I'm assuming that they got looted as well. So I don't even know if that green gonna show up, because it is black, and the speed paints don't really like to be put on black undercoat, so it's gonna be a very dark green in here, and then we're gonna have this nice vivid green on the boxes, which makes as much sense as whatever. But yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Yeah, let's trust in the process, and the process is gonna fail us this time around because I screwed up with the process. So yeah, it's not the process's fault, it's just a fault of mine, me not being the most paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, but again, this is trying to squeeze 31 videos in 31 days. Well, actually more, because we still have Gaslands, because we are back to doing the, what do you call it now, back to doing Diecast Mafia. Yeah, right now it's only me and our lovely friendly neighborhood cat. Yeah, but hopefully the rest of the group gonna pop in, yeah, and join us. This month we are still discussing what we're gonna be building. I think that we're gonna settle on Caravan, as we have Halloween, and everyone is doing something spooky on Halloween. Let's see if I still have some more of that lovely little green. Sorry, just like I'm trying to avoid touching anything that I already paint, because otherwise my finger is gonna become either green or red. Right, I need some more green. I was thinking that I overloaded the bottle cap with green, but clearly I didn't. Yeah, which is surprising. I usually tend to overdo stuff. Okay, I have this side. Oh, there is a bit in here that needs to be painted. And let's try to do this plate, like I said, it's gonna look black, yeah, but it's gonna, in the light, it's gonna be showing, you know, hints of green, which I guess is okay. It's not perfect, but we don't expect perfection from Armstrong, yes? So there we go. I get the free pass, like always. Now, the lights. Yeah, and we are painting lights with the Magic Blue from Army Painter. Like those paints, yeah, even though they are the first generation speed paints, they change the way that I'm painting stuff. The colors are so much better than a lot of Games Workshop colors. Yeah, just in the way they apply and in the way that the color turn out later on. It's just like mwah, beautiful. Yeah, and I don't do that often. So there we go. Okay, and guess what? I noticed a piece, you know, in here that is missing red. And I still have some red on one of the bottle caps. So let's just go in and fix the problem. And there we go, really. You know, there is really not much else that we can do. We're gonna just do a little bit of a red splatters here and there. Yeah, because I'm assuming that he hit a couple of things on the way. But other than that, he is done. Done. We are not doing any weathering because I have no time. There we go, day 3 of Orktober, and we have a third build completed. This one with a little bit of a Gaslands vibe, but, you know, like, we are just building up to having more and more of our Speedwa. Yeah, I don't know what is falling us as, you know, either Grot tank or a war buggy, because it would be the size of the original buggy from, you know, years and years ago. But yes, we have a next build, you know, it's just different. Little bit. Well, okay, a lot. But yeah, if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and of course, you know, because this buggy is fast, press that like button faster, yeah, than it can go. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.